Hi guys, this is Dr. Muhammad Awais and welcome back to our channel. If you are new here and haven't subscribed to this channel yet, go and subscribe and hit the bell icon button so you never miss any update. Today we are diving into a fundamental topic in the world of research, the difference between qualitative and quantitative research. This is a very fundamental thing and it is very important to know. So we will shed some light on some basic differences in this video. Whether you are a student, a budding research, or simply curious about the world of research, this video is for you. So let's jump right in. First of all, let's define what is qualitative research and what is quantitative research. So qualitative research is a process of naturalistic inquiry that seeks in-depth understanding of social phenomena within their naturalistic setting. It focuses on the why rather than what of social phenomena, and it relies on the direct experiences of human beings as meaning making agents in their everyday lives. Whereas quantitative research is a systematic empirical investigation of observable phenomena where statistical, mathematical, or computational techniques. So basically, qualitative research focuses on gaining a deep understanding of social phenomena within their naturalistic context, and it strives to answer why rather than what. Now let's go and break down the differences step by step. We will go each basic differences which will allow you to grasp a clear understanding of how qualitative and quantitative research methods diverge. So the very first basic difference is flexible approach, follow-up questions, dynamic negotiated reality at qualitative side, and at quantitative side fixed approach, already made questions, standardized tool, fixed and measured reality. So this is the first basic difference between these two approaches. In qualitative research, we embrace a flexible approach, diving into a dynamic and negotiated reality as we discussed in the definition, with the ability to ask follow-up questions, enabling a deeper exploration of the subject matter. And in contrast, quantitative research employs a fixed approach, using already made up questions, often standardized as a tool, for example, just like we do in survey, to investigate a fixed and measured reality. Let's try to understand this with an example. In qualitative research, researchers might conduct open-ended interviews with customers, and they start with the broader questions like, tell me more about your experience with your new smartphone. And during the interview, they can ask follow-up questions based on the customer's responses. So this is a flexible approach which can uncover various aspects of satisfaction, including unexpected insights, for example, like the emotional attachment to the phone. Whereas quantitative research approach involves designing a structured survey with fixed questions, such as, on a scale of 1 to 5, how satisfied are you with your new smartphone? So we have given them the fixed options to choose from. So the questions and response options are predetermined in quantitative research and standardized. Researchers gather numerical data in quantitative research that can be analyzed statistically to determine average satisfaction levels across a large group of customers. So this was the first basic difference between quantitative research and qualitative research. And then the second difference. In qualitative research, view behavior in a natural setting without artificiality. And at quantitative side, view behavior in an artificiality manner, like experiments with fixed design. So in qualitative research, we often view behavior in natural setting. This can involve the methods just like I have written here, observation and interviews method, which will allow us to capture real life experience and interactions. Whereas on the other hand, qualitative research tends to view behavior in a more controlled and artificial manner, such as through experiments with fixed designs that are carefully measured. For example, in survey, you made questions beforehand and then you gave predetermined and fixed options to choose from for your audience or for your respondents. Let's illustrate this with an example. Qualitative researchers might visit customers in their homes or observe them using the smartphone in real life situation like daily routines. And qualitative researchers can also conduct in-depth interviews, which will allow customers to express their opinions and experiences about the smartphone without constraints. So this approach captures the natural behaviors and attitudes of their customers in their own environment. Whereas the counterpart, the a quantitative research might set up a controlled experiment in a laboratory or controlled environment. They could provide participants with a new smartphone and specific tasks to perform, and then carefully measuring their responses under standardized conditions. So, this laboratory setting and this artificial setting aims to eliminate external influences and control variables, allowing for precise measurement but potentially lacking the natural context of real life usage. Now, let's go to the third difference, which is construction of theory at qualitative side and validation of theory at quantitative side. In qualitative research, emphasis lies on the construction of theory. Researchers aim to build new theories or refine existing ones through their observation and findings. And in quantitative research, the focus would be on validation of theory, where established theories or hypotheses are tested to confirm their validity. Example: researchers may conduct interviews with customers to explore their experiences and perceptions of smartphone satisfaction. Through these interviews in qualitative research, they collect data that helps construct new theories or concepts. For example, they might develop a theory about emotional attachment to technology based on the stories and emotions shared by the participants. But in quantitative research, researchers might test an existing theory related to customer satisfaction, such as technology acceptance model, and they would design a survey with standardized questions to collect numerical data that can be statistically analyzed, and then the aim would be to validate whether the model's prediction hold true for the specific context of the new smartphone. Fourth difference: sample size. In qualitative research it would be too small, and in quantitative research it would be large. Sample size are typically relatively small in quantitative research. This is because the emphasis is on in-depth exploration, and it allows researchers to delve deeply into the experiences and perspectives of a selected group of individuals. Whereas in quantitative research, the focus would be on the validation of theory, as we discussed in the previous example. So it involves large samples to achieve statistically significance and generalizability. Let me try to demonstrate it with the same example. In quantitative research, researchers may conduct in-depth interviews with a small group of customers, perhaps 10 to 15 individuals. This limited sample size allows them to thoroughly explore each participant's experiences and emotions, as well as opinions about the new smartphone. The focus would be understanding the each nitty-gritty of individuals' perspectives. However, on the other side, on the quantitative side, researchers might distribute a survey to a large number of smartphone users, potentially hundreds or thousands, depending on the time and cost. This larger sample size aims to provide statistically reliable data that can be analyzed to make broader conclusions about customer satisfaction with the new smartphone. So the focus would be to generalize findings to a larger population.